This is a review of the Insta360 Go 3 camera. In particular, I'm comparing it to the GoPro Hero 9. One of the advantages of the Go 3 is that the camera can be detached from the dock and mounted like this. The camera itself only weighs 35 grams, but it has 64 gig of memory and a 45-minute battery life. Unlike the GoPro, which has a steel bolt, the mount on the Go 3 is a clip and magnet which has an unfortunate rattle to it. Here, take a listen. Yeah, that's pretty bloody annoying, isn't it? I'm not sure how big a deal that is for me though, because I rarely use the audio from recordings. Now I'm using the bicycling preset, which is 1440 resolution, 30 frames per second and ultra wide. Now I changed it to 2.7K and it said it updated the preset, but in fact it doesn't. It simply unselects the preset. So you can't change the predefined presets, but you can create your own. I ended up creating a custom cycling preset and also a custom low light preset. Now let's see how well the image stabilization works. There's some planking on this bridge, which is pretty rough, and it seems to me the image stabilization is very good. It's certainly as good as my GoPro. One thing I noticed though is that as I swing around this corner, it takes a while for the horizon to come horizontal. Now here's a big problem. I swung the camera back over to look at me and it decided to record me sideways. I have no idea why. One of the reasons I like this camera's mount is that I can point it forwards or I can point it backwards very easily. But if it's not going to record correctly when it's upside down, this feature's useless. Now I'm at the beach and I'm riding into the sun. This is always tricky for a camera. Let's see how it compares to the GoPro. I think it performs about the same as the GoPro, or maybe a little better. After the obligatory cheese quesadilla, I took the camera and put it in the action pod and then mounted the action pod so it looks like this. The action pod has a 2.5 hour battery life and a screen and provides more functionality. But it weighs more and I'm curious to see if the mount can hold it upright on a smooth bike path. And the answer is not quite. In the 90-minute ride back to my car, I had to adjust the mount twice. I don't see any way to adjust the tension on the mount, so I think this is just the way it has to be. You'll notice the sun is starting to go down, and I'm looking forward to comparing the Go 3 with the GoPro at night, where the GoPro is very weak. Here's some footage taken with the GoPro at night. You can see the road immediately in front of me and a few of the lights, but not much else. Now here's some footage taken with the Go 3 at the same location at the same darkness. You can see quite a bit more. In fact, the Go 3 can see almost as much as I can see with my naked eye. To do this, I created a custom preset where I set the shutter speed as long as possible and I set the ASA as high as possible. Before we go, there's one thing I need to mention. I'm an app developer, it's my job, and the apps on the GoPro and the Insta360 are dreadful. Just download your video files to the PC and use DaVinci.